chat. All right. So I wanted to welcome everybody to tonight's Healthy Living Revolution call. So most of you who I got to see some of your faces at first, but now everyone's hidden. Either Elisha or Ashley invited you to this call tonight, and you may not know everybody who's speaking on the call tonight, but we're partnering together to share hope with mission-driven people, and they invited you because they love and care about you, and they just want you to know a little bit about what they're up to. So the call is going to be relaxed and fun. It'll only go about 25 minutes, and you don't have to buy or do anything. Really, just being here to show your support for both of them means the world. So I'll give you a quick overview for the first few minutes of the call. We're going to talk about family health or individual health, and you'll hear some information and inspiring stories from Elisha, Ashley, and myself, and what we've done to kind of take our health to the next level. And then for the rest of the call, we'll talk a little bit about the organization that they've both partnered with, which is called the Juice Plus Company, and it's allowed people all over the world to really take their health back and also find fulfillment in some really meaningful, awesome ways. So hopefully tonight something on the call will stand out to you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, there may be somebody in your life who you feel it would resonate with and would be wanting to share that with. So thank you guys so much for coming. So you all will have to comment in the chat since you're all muted, but I want to kick it off by asking a quick question. And that is, would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? I think you can also click a button and like raise your hand. So if you guys can figure out how to do that on your phone, great. Ashley, Elisha, would you agree that being healthy today is a challenge? Yeah. So we all want to look good, feel good, and live a long, active life. Like that's why we take care of ourselves, right? Or we try to. But nowadays it can be really complicated, unpleasant, and time-consuming. There are all kinds of fads and different things that are coming out that are saying this is good for you, this is bad. But that's really where the healthy living revolution comes in. So Elisha, Ashley, and I, along with thousands of other people, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And we're helping people take their health back in small, tangible, and doable ways. So we all know that the foundation of good health is good nutrition. And in order to do that, we have to flood our body with the most important foods we can ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And I don't know if you know this, maybe back in grade school they mentioned it, but the guidelines that are out today say we need 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables. That's a lot of fruits and vegetables. And even the most intentional person probably has trouble getting those in their diet. So that's why we love the nutritional support that's provided by Juice Plus. And that one simple change has really taken our health to the next level. And I'll share a little bit more of my story, and so will Elisha and Ashley. I'm going to share my screen here, so you should see this pop up. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, good. Oh. So what is Juice Plus? It is 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule, and 15 additional plants in a whole food protein powder. And it's really neat because it all starts with farm fresh nutrition. So I didn't know this until a few months ago, and it really resonated with me when my pediatrician shared it. But fruits and vegetables lose a lot of their nutritional content when they're picked early and shipped long distances. So for those of us that feel like we're even getting enough fruits and vegetables, often aren't, because they're shipped so early to the store that they lose a lot of that nutritional content. So the Juice Plus company really solves that problem by working with the best mid-sized farms in North America and juicing and drying facilities that are located really close. And they go through a proprietary juicing and drying process. So we all know that juicing is really good for us, but it can be a pain, it can be time consuming, and it can be expensive with all of those vegetables resulting in such little juice. So the whole food in this case is used, including the peels, the leaves, the seeds, everything, to get the greatest amount of nutrients. And the end result ends up being what you see here. And that is concentrated nutrition in a capsule or gummy form, which is suitable for children. And it's tested by third-party experts to ensure natural purity. So we'll go a little bit into that here. So These right here, the chocolate and vanilla, are the protein powder. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, all of the stuff that a lot of people are looking for today. These have 15 fruits and vegetables in them. And then the capsules have 30 between all 3 bottles here. So 3 things that made this product stand out to me, and I think Elisha and Ashley would agree, is that the first is that it's scientifically proven. So Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world. You can ask Siri if you're wondering, and she will tell you Juice Plus is. This slide's a little outdated. There are now actually 38 clinical studies that have been done throughout the world showing the effectiveness in various different medical journals. The second is that it's a food and not a vitamin. So if you look at the label, as opposed to maybe some supplements you have in your house, it's classified as a food. So if you went to the grocery store, you would actually find this in the produce section because it is classified as food by the FDA. So it's safe for everyone, and there's no warning labels on it. And that's really where the last part comes in that I've already mentioned, is it's NSF certified. So that's a third-party independent agency that tests every single batch to make sure that what's on the label is what's in it. And supplements today aren't regulated. So a lot of us think we're getting good things and good nutrition and multivitamins, but really there are a lot of fillers and different things that aren't on the label. And it's also not absorbed the same way because it's not bioavailable like food is. So those are 3 things that make it really unique. And then there are only 5 products that we carry. I've already mentioned the gummies and the capsules here of the fruits, vegetables, and berries. The second is our omega blend. So this is a purely plant-based omega with omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So more than just your fish oil, which we've learned recently is not sustainable with the amount of fish that are killed in order to get only 1 ounce of omega fish oil. It goes straight to the source by eliminating the fish and going to where the fish get their omegas, and that's from the algae. And then the complete powder, which is the protein powder I mentioned, there's also those in a bar form. And then the last is a hydroponic tower garden that produces up to 30% more yield than a regular garden. And it also does it with as little as 2% of the water of traditional gardening. There's no dirt or anything. It's super easy. We're growing ours right now and have about 30 plants on them and are super excited for when we'll get to eat them. And then the last thing I'll talk about is a combination of the capsules and the complete. And both Elisha and Ashley have been doing this and loving it. Like, in fact, rocking it, cooking some awesome meals for their family. That program's a 10-day program that helps people change their lifestyles. And that is called the Shred 10. It's a 10-day program once a month that many of us do year-round to shred bad habits and really focus on eliminating the toxins from our bodies so that we can be as healthy as possible. So I'm not going to go into more detail on that, but Elisha and Ashley could share with you. We're in a group right now for the month of June, but our next one starts in early July. And it seems like every month we're just so looking forward to the next one. So we're going to go ahead and shift into sharing some stories. So I am going to invite Elisha to unmute herself and to share her story.
Hey.
Hey.
Can everybody hear me? Okay, good. Okay, well, I'm Elisha, and I am Ashley's best friend. And I know Lauren from high school. So throughout my health journey, my husband and I were married 10 years ago, and we started to have kids about 5 years into our marriage. And then when we had our first child, she was dairy soy intolerant when she was born. So I had to learn a different way of living because I was never really healthy before. I mean, I was a healthy person, but I was not a healthy eater. And even when I was a child, I just kind of ate whatever. And then my second baby was born, and she also had the dairy soy intolerance. So it was kind of like, well, what am I doing to my body? Or, to what can I do to better my body so that my family can be better too? And my husband decided to change careers, and the day he changed careers was the day my second child was born. And that was a really rough time for me because I was like a single parent. He was working nights and I was days, or and sleeping during the day. And then so I was just trying to do whatever was easiest for my family. I mean, just, throwing food out there. And I could tell that I started to gain weight, and I just wasn't feeling the best. And then I started school a year after he started, and I went into nuclear medicine. And it kind of opened a whole new window for me nutrition-wise, because we use a lot of radiopharmaceuticals and we treat a lot of cancer patients. And so I learned a lot about how we search for cancer. And one of those things that we use to search for cancer is FDG, and it's called fluorodeoxyglucose. And I remember sitting in class one day and my teacher saying, so it's pretty much radioactive sugar that we're injecting patients with. And a light bulb just kind of went off for me, and it was like, so we're injecting sugar in patients to find cancer. So this cancer is eating up sugar and lighting up on our cameras so that we're able to see it. And it was like, we're putting this in our bodies every day. All of these processed foods and things like that. And I was like, there's got to be something better. And so I kind of went on a journey to search for different things. And I tried a couple of different things. And then for whatever reason, I was thinking about Lauren, and she actually reached out to me like a week after. And it was kind of like a godsend, because with me being in the health industry, this type of stuff resonates with me, especially the clinical health research stuff. I'm the type of person that I need proof that something's really working with people. And just hearing what she had to say in her story, I just jumped right in on it and took advantage of this program, because I mean, there's no warning labels for kids. It's good for everybody in your family. And yeah, and so that's pretty much my story. And I'm pretty new to it, so.
Why don't you tell them about your blood work that you got done, or your blood pressure after your first shred?
So after my first shred, my blood pressure typically ran 136/82. And I went back to the doctor I think it was like a week after the shred, and my blood pressure was down to 110/62. So I saw an immediate change, and I'm still continuing to see changes as I continue with this new nutrition and the capsules and the shakes and things like that. I'm super excited to be in the second shred, and I've noticed that my nails are kind of like, I don't know how many women are on here or if they have babies, but when you get pregnant and your nails are, super strong and long, I'm like so excited because they're not breaking and brittle. I think Ashley can kind of relate to that because she is a nail technician and she sees it a lot. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. I love your story.
You're welcome.
All right, Miss Ashley. Just make sure you unmute. There you go.
All right. So here I go. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. First, I have to say that. And I am a little nervous because I hate talking in front of everyone, but I'm going to blow this out of the park. So I'm going to kind of read too. So you all right with that? Okay. Okay, so before I heard anything about this company, I was very uneducated about nutrition. I thought I was doing a good job as a wife and a parent to provide enough fruits and veggies in my family daily. I was very wrong. I had no idea we weren't getting the 9 to 13 servings of fruit and veggies we were supposed to be getting. Elisha, it's on the call. My best friend called me one day out of the blue and asked me to join one of these Zoom calls with her, and that she just discovered. I said yes, one, because I love her, and two, because I'm always interested in learning more about health. During the call, I felt a connection with not just the company, but a connection with all the inspiring people on the phone. Lauren. And after the call, I just sat there and I really couldn't believe what I heard, because I couldn't believe that there was this simple solution being introduced to me that I could do to combat sickness and illness in my family. It's just so easy. And I was in shock that I'd never heard of it before. And if there's an easy way to, prevent disease and sickness in my family, I'm all about it. I started getting really excited and wanted to let all my friends and family know about it. Obviously, because I've been posting a lot and calling a lot and messaging a lot, and I'm just really excited about it. So I couldn't wait to get my first shipment in the mail and get those nutrients into our bodies. I knew this is what we needed, and it felt so right. And I also know that I will always be on this program with my family. It gives me a peace of mind that my family is getting the nutrition that we need. I started my second shred with Elisha on Monday, and it's been amazing. And honestly, I can't wait until the next one, just like this one. And I just learned so much about nutrition in just a little over a month that I got introduced to this. I'm learning so many different recipes. I'm learning just how to talk to people on the Zoom. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So I can't wait to keep learning more and see more changes and feeling better. I mean, I feel amazing. I'm here because I want to take control of my health and help others can take control of theirs. This is one of the single most important things you can do to live healthier. And I want to live a long life and be here for my kids and be a grandma one day. So I just want to be as healthy as I can be. The company actually speaks for itself. So I am a resource for people, and if I don't know a question, because I just started doing this, I have several people like Lauren that are experts that I can call anytime if I can't answer the question myself. And so that's my story. And I did a lot better this time than last time.
Yeah. Well, it's all about, practice.
What I believe in.
Yeah, just sharing your heart.
Yes.
So I realized when you guys were talking and mentioning my name, I never introduced myself. So I apologize to everybody on the call. I am Lauren Sanchez, and I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm originally from Ohio, where both Ashley and Elisha are from. I've lived down here for about 10 years. I am a wife, and I have 2 boys, ages 2 and 4. And I'll just share really quickly about my story. So shortly before my husband and I got married, my dad passed away of suicide. He struggled with mental illness his whole life. And as you can imagine, that was devastating to me. So that was really hard. Prior to meeting my husband, 6 months before we met, his mom passed away of cancer. She was 50. My dad, that I mentioned previously, was 45. Then shortly before we had our first son, actually the month that we got pregnant, my husband's father passed away of rheumatoid arthritis. It had given him some fibrosis in the lungs, and literally his heart just stopped. And so before the age of 30, my husband and I lost 3 of 4 parents, which, as you can imagine, is devastating, especially, every person longs and wants their parents to meet their kids. So that was really hard for us. So prior to getting pregnant, we had tried just to be healthy, because we all want to be healthy, whether we admit it or not. It does take action, but we had tried lots of things and nothing really stuck. My husband grew up with his dad being a chef, so really rich foods were always kind of what he enjoyed and what he ended up cooking for us. So fast forward to when we were pregnant, we started interviewing pediatricians. And oddly enough, we found one, and he asked me, are you eating right? Are you getting, the nutrients that you need every day to make sure that your baby is healthy? And he asked me how many servings of fruits and vegetables I was having. And I said, well, probably not enough. And he mentioned the product Juice Plus to me, which I thought was really cool that a pediatrician would bring up something like that. He's co-authored some books, and he's very reputable and has been a pediatrician for over 40 years. So when he told me that it was raw fruits and vegetables in a capsule, I just kind of jumped on board immediately, knowing that my child that I would be nursing would get the benefits of those. And prior to starting them, I had allergies. I had to get allergy injections. I also had lots of GI issues where every year I'd almost have to take a week off of work for diverticulitis. I had to have colonoscopies, just lots of different things. And then I also struggled a little bit with depression, because that was something that had popped up various times throughout my life. So I noticed immediately after my kids were born, particularly with my second, I was on Juice Plus the entire pregnancy, that he was way healthier than my firstborn was, having not had it when he was in utero. And then my husband and I, about 7 months ago, so we've been taking Juice Plus for almost 5 years. And then about 7 months ago, we started shredding once a month. And it has been a life-changing experience for us as a family. We love cooking now. My husband likes my cooking, which says something because he was really skeptical at first. He did not hop on board right away. And in 4 months' time, I lost 25 pounds, which was just a nice side effect of trying to eat better and eliminate toxins from the body. My husband has also now lost almost 30 pounds, and he's now in his 6th month of shredding. I've been doing it about, I think, 8 months. So our family's health has improved so much, and I have so much peace of mind knowing that when my kids go to school and I can't always control what they eat, they're at least getting the fruits and vegetables they need to protect their DNA and remove inflammation from their body. Because if we're being honest, even when we eat healthy, we still like to indulge every now and then. So I just wanted to share my story with you guys. So thank you so much for listening. And now we are going to move on to our next part of the call. And I'm going to share my screen here. All right. So the last part of the call, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the company behind it. The company's name you've heard us say a few times is called Juice Plus. And the main mission of the company is really to bring freedom to people through improved health. And it's important to know that about 80% of Juice Plus is purchased by customers who have no affiliation with the company. And the business really isn't for everybody, but there are those who are looking for additional freedom. And that's what we call the Freedom Revolution. So like I said before, we're not here to ask you for anything, just to share why we love the business and kind of what it's doing for us. So before we jump into stories, I want to answer 3 quick questions, and I'm going to share just a few things about each of these. The first is, how does it work? So it's called a virtual franchise, and it's $50 a year to own your own business. You have an online office and virtual website. The company manufactures, delivers, bills, collects, does all of that. All that we do is share by word of mouth, and the company really does the rest. There's no inventory to keep. There are no quotas or minimums. People can share a little bit or a lot. But what I've often found is once people kind of understand it, if it resonates with them and they talk about it, then, a lot of people really see the value. The second question is, what's so great about the company? Well, the president that started it almost 50 years ago to help his father combat cancer and knew that there had to be a better way than juicing, he is still the president of the company today. It's privately held and debt-free. And at the top position level of the company, which we have quite a few friends there, but Leah is one of our closest friends for Ashley and Elisha and I. She is eligible for benefits including medical, dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, college tuition assistance. Yes, the list goes on. Holiday bonuses and a monthly expense allowance. So some people do this for short-term money. Some do it for a retirement strategy and wealth building. And then probably my favorite thing that hits my heart the most is what Juice Plus has done to make a difference. So it is the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon each year. And they provide free Juice Plus for kids over the age of 4 as part of our family health study. So Elisha, Ashley, and I, our children all get to benefit from free gummies and getting free fruits and vegetables into their diet. And that's been done for over 1 million families to date. We also have donated Tower Gardens to every Boys and Girls Club across North America. We're still working on that. Right now, there are over 4,000 centers. And then we've also donated a bunch of meals to the Volunteers of America. So not only does the company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving. And one more thing I'll throw in is, as a team, we have quite a few people that have a heart for helping girls who have struggled or been victims of sex trafficking. And a few months ago, our personal team was able to raise over $1,200 to help fund a internship for one of these girls who went through a program to, just work through a lot of the issues that come along with that. So I'm just really proud to get to work with people that inspire healthy living, that have hearts and love people like that. There's just nothing better than that. So we're going to shift into the business stories, and I will, I guess I'll go ahead and share first. So for me, this whole experience really started out, the only reason that I decided to join the business was because I wanted to help offset the cost of my products. I knew that our family would be taking them forever, and that was all my intention was. And fast forward to meeting the community and the people, it has literally changed our lives mentally, spiritually, and physically more than anything has in my life in probably 12 or 14 years. So it has been incredible. I've grown personally. I don't mind speaking in front of people now, doing things like this. So Ashley, one day you'll probably be saying the same thing. And we've just met so many incredible people and really been able to change our lifestyle. Nothing else has ever helped us do that. And I've already talked about the hearts of the people. So we're now at the point where we are able to fund things that we would have had to put off before, like little weekend vacations where we can just get away. We're able to put more for retirement away while still doing those things without dipping into our savings accounts. And it's just been such a cool experience. And also, I feel like it's allowed my kids to see that you can work a full-time job, do something like this that you're passionate about on the side that is really meaningful to you, and to impact lives outside of the four corners of your home. Because so many days, even myself, a year ago, we were so focused on us just as a family, but our lives have been so enriched otherwise. So Elisha, do you want to share anything about the business? You guys don't have to. I know we're a couple minutes over on time.
No, I mean, I think everything you said kind of goes along with why I joined the business as well. But the main reason I wanted to join was just because it's just an incredible company. And like Ashley said, the company speaks for itself. And I just wanted to spread the message to people that I felt like needed it. And I mean, my family was the first few of the people that I've thought about. And I just wanted to continue to spread the message about this great company. And then the community just came second, and it's just incredible, inspiring people that I've met. And I just can't say enough about you all. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, and Ashley, for the sake of time, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up our call. So I just want to thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight. And really quickly, let me show a screen of our team. So Ashley and Elisha are not in these pictures yet, but they will be soon. These are a few pictures of our team, and we do have men on our team. They're just not in the pictures at this point, but they will be with some of our upcoming events that we have. So we like to have a lot of fun. And I get to be with Ashley and Elisha in Nashville for a girls' trip in about a month. So that's super exciting. So to close out, we really are excited to connect with two different types of people. One is people who are ready to invest in their health. It only is $2 to $3 a day. Kids can get it free in order to get this simple, affordable, convenient, massive amounts of nutrition in your system. And the second one is anyone who wants to partner with Elisha or Ashley in this freedom revolution. It's a great way, just by sharing something you're passionate about, to make a little or a lot of extra money. It's helped given people the freedom to choose mom care instead of daycare with financial peace of mind. It's helped professionals have a choice to build their dreams instead of somebody else's. College kids to build a side gig to help pay for school without having to get a job. Empty nesters to do retirement, and the list goes on. So you may be asking yourself, what if this could be the perfect fit for me or somebody in my circle? There may be somebody that you know who's dissatisfied or is looking for a solution, somebody who's sick that could benefit from lots of fruits and vegetables in their system every day. And really the best part is we get to work with fun people every day. So I can't think of, a better way to do that than this, and in sharing life with Elisha and Ashley. They're amazing ladies. So I want to thank you everybody so much for coming, and hopefully I'll get to connect with some of you more. And I just want to thank everybody for coming. I know it means the world to these girls. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.